Good morning. We're here at the Birth Longworth residence and in the backyard, ready to do some rebirth yoga for all levels. If you have a block or a strap at your house, you can grab that. If not, you can use a belt or a pillow, folded blanket, any kind of prop like that you can use. And if for whatever reason the mic does go out, just kind of wave your hands and I'll hopefully be able to see you. A little louder, louder. Okay, let me see. So that way I can. Okay, I turned the volume up. I'll try to talk louder too. But that way I'll be able to see you because the sun won't be in my eyes today. It's a little overcast. But it was charging all night, so it should be okay. So yeah, if you have any props that you want to grab, you can go ahead and grab some stuff from home, like a pillow, folded blanket, belt, or if you actually have a strap and block at your house. All right, so we'll go ahead and start in our child's pose. And we'll do a wide knee child's pose. Sit back on your heels and allow your arms to lengthen. So walk straight arms all the way out. Look forward. Take a deep breath in. As you drop your chest and belly down, exhale, tuck your chin to your throat and forehead to the mat. And breathe. And focus on your breath only. Allow all other thoughts to dissipate and float away. Bring your awareness to this present moment by thinking only of your breath, not thinking of the past or the future, just being here right now. Noticing your body as you breathe, filling up your lower abdomen. Notice maybe your belly presses against your inner thighs. Notice your chest expand, the rib cage. And feeling the air flow in and out through your nose. As you pay attention to this breath, see if you can breathe slowly, slowing down each inhale and exhale, breathing more oxygen with each inhaling breath, taking in more air. And then setting an intention for your practice, for your class. What do you want to focus on personally today in your class? What do you want to focus on in your life? Something you want to shift? Maybe changing new or old habits into new ones? What's one thing that you want to shift and change in your life right now? And just visualize what that would look like. If you did shift and change one thing and had one intention, what would your life look like? If you already had it, visualize that now. And then breathe in the word faith and breathe out the word fear. Breathe in the word hope and breathe out the word worry. Breathe in the word courage and breathe out the word stress or anxiety. So letting go of all of those negative feelings and emotions and breathing in those positive, beautiful, emotional states, feeling them in your body. Take one more deep breath in. And as you walk your hands over, exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Lengthen through your left side body and use lengthen through your right side body and use your left hand to push you back. So you're pushing the ground away with your left hand. Bring your forehead down and look under your right arm. Look under your left arm. Come back to center. Walk your hands to center. All the way over to the right and push into the ground with your right hand. So you're pushing strong. Lengthen your left hand on top. Feel the whole left side body stretch. Bring your forehead down and look underneath your left arm. Look underneath your right arm. Slowly walk your hands back to center. Inhale, roll all the way up to your tabletop position. And then press into the ground and exhale all the air out of your lungs. Just completely squeeze your belly in so you can exhale all the air out as you round up like a cat. Arching the back and inhale, drop the belly, look up, feel the back extend. Exhale, round and curl, tuck chin into throat. Inhale, deep, full breath, arching, look up. Exhale, round and curl. And coming back to a neutral position of your spine. Walk your hands approximately one hand length forward and circle your whole body in one direction. You can go clockwise first a few times around dancing lion. Pausing and stopping in any spots that feel a little bit stuck. You can hold your position in that place if you need to. And then reverse direction. Circle in the opposite direction. And coming back to your neutral position, but keeping the hands a little bit in front of the shoulders. So you're not in a tabletop. As you inhale, shift forward, roll the elbow creases forward. Take a deep breath again. And as you exhale this time, hug the elbows in tight to your sides and slowly lower your body to the floor. Keep the elbows hugged in. Inhale, lift your chest. Pause here, roll those shoulder blades down and back, squeeze them together. And exhale, push back into a closed knee child's pose. So both knees together, forehead to the ground. And arms are relaxed this time, elbows are bent. Relaxing shoulders and breathe. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, tuck toes, press into downward facing dog, pedal out feet. So if you ever need to come into your child's pose to take a little rest here and there, you can. Just listen to your body whenever you need it. Feel the length through the spine as you extend your arms and legs. Press both heels into the mat. Lengthen through the fingers. Push through the fingertips. Inhale, shifting forward into a plank. Engage your core. Pause here. Hold. Feel the shoulders aligning over the wrists. Even align the first two knuckles with the shoulder head, the front part of your shoulder. Engaging belly button in toward your spine as you feel your core muscles strengthen, your back, your obliques. All of your abdomen is engaged. Roll elbow creases forward, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground slowly. Inhale, slide over the tops of your feet and press a little higher this time. You can still have a slight bend in your elbows. Maybe even press the pubic bone into the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Feel the spine lift and lengthen, pushing chest forward. And exhale, shift back on knees, tuck toes, press back, downward dog. Bring your right leg to the sky. I was gonna mirror you, but I guess I don't really have to if I'm facing sideways. But if I face you, I'll mirror you. So I'll go ahead and lift my right leg and tell you to lift your right leg. Bend and straighten the knee. Stack right hip on top of left, circling that knee and hip out in both directions. And what I like to do is straighten both legs, and with both legs straight, reach that right leg way over to the left side. So I feel the whole entire right side of my body opening. My hip is lengthening and extending, my side, my obliques. And then square your right hip down so you're pushing back. So you may have shifted forward a little bit here. So just push all your weight back so you're in your left heel. And then bring your knee in towards your nose, keeping the hips squared in this down dog position. Now as you shift forward onto the ball of the left foot, keep bringing knee to nose in a three-legged plank. Plant that right foot to the ground. Drop your left knee. Inhale, reaching arms up. Lift chest. Reaching arms behind you. Press palms together. Feel hip flexors stretch as your hips move forward. Look up at your thumbs so you're arching even more. Push hips forward, but arch the upper body back. And then exhale, hands down, interlace fingers, lift chest, drop head back, squeeze traps and shoulders up into the back of your head as you lift the arms. Look up to the sky. Release, arms come up again, and open up to a warrior two on the ground. So notice I released my toe tuck, and your shin and calf are on a slight 45-degree angle. So you're up here, extend your right leg. Inhale, hinge forward, exhale, tilt down. So now you're doing a similar to a modified triangle, but this is called gate pose. Lengthen your left bicep over your ear. So feel this right hand can also press on the shin or be behind the leg as well. Feel the side body stretch as you roll open that left shoulder. Inhale, come back up, come into that modified warrior 2 and frame your foot. Square and pivot back on your left knee. Extend right leg. Now watch for a moment. I can just get a hamstring stretch if I round and curl and fold, but I want you to go a little deeper. Inhale and lengthen. Look out, look towards your toes. Feel the upper body lengthen over this leg. Your chest is extended. And then just hinge a little bit from the hips so your back still stays extended and you just fold from the hips. You'll get a lot more length in the hamstring that way instead of rounding your back. Now pivot on your right heel. So toes point to the right, shift hips left, feel that IT band stretching here. Come back to center, shift forward. Keeping hands framing foot, fingers align with toes. Feel a little bit of the inner thigh hip flexor. Tuck left toes, lift back knee off the ground, engage core, and shoot right leg way up to the sky. Stack that hip, bend and straighten knee. Opening up to the side, and then bringing it back down to your downward facing dog. Push all the way back, weight and heels. Roll forward, inhale to plank. Maybe this time you can try your upward dog. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, press up and squeeze quads. Lift knees off the ground. Roll shoulders down away from ears. Elbows are straightening, just a micro bend in them. So your knees are off the ground and you're pressing into the tops of the feet. Upward dog. You can also try keeping toes tucked and see how that feels. It might put a little more pressure on your back. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the sky. Bend and straighten the knee. Stacking left hip on top of right. And breathe. Circle that knee and hip both directions. And then extend the leg way over to the right side as you lengthen through your left side body. And come back to square. Push into that right heel. Right heel is pressing into the floor. Fingers are pushing into the ground as you shift back. Bring your left knee to your nose, staying in that downward dog position. Keeping knee towards your nose, crunch in, squeeze into your abdominals as you roll forward, bringing knee to nose in three-legged plank, and then planting that foot between your hands, dropping back knee. Inhale, arms come up, push hips forward, press the palms together, look up at your thumbs. Feel the right hip flexor stretching and opening up. Lengthen, lifting chest. As you exhale, arms come behind you, interlace fingers. This time, keep the neck long, look straight ahead. Lift arms up, lengthening the neck. Breathe. And release, inhale, arms up, and come opening to your modified warrior 2. So when I open, I untuck the toes and I pivot on my back shin so that it's 45 degrees and my foot is now slightly behind me. Now I can shift and lean forward. And now straighten that left leg and hinge just like a triangle. Come down, your hand can come onto your shin or the floor in the front or behind and lengthen through that side body. So you want to ideally be up. So you're not sitting back. You want to extend up and keep this hip aligning with your knee. As you lengthen through the right side body, roll open that shoulder and chest. Inhale, come back up. Bend into that knee. And then cartwheel down, pivot back to center, and shift back and straighten left leg. Flex the toes and ankle. Walk hands forward. Inhale, lengthen spine and chest. Exhale, hinge from hips so as not to round your back. Feel the length with each and every breath. More extension here. And then shift your hips over to the right, flexing ankle, pull toes up, but moving them to the left. Feel the left side IT band stretching. Coming back to center, shifting forward, framing foot with hands. Feel again the inside of your right hip flexor and groin stretching. And then engage your core, tuck right toes, lift knee off the ground, and shoot that left leg way up to the sky. Stack the hip, bend and straighten the knee. And coming back to downward facing dog. Roll forward as you inhale, plank. Maybe this time you want to try hover and hold over the ground as you exhale. Don't go to the floor, but hover. Inhale, press up to your upward dog. And without touching the ground, exhale, push back to downward dog. If you need to come to child's pose, you can, but take 5 breaths here. Make a sound with the breath as you breathe in and out through your nose, slightly constricting the back of your throat as the air passes by. And slowly walk your feet to the top of the mat, keeping them hip width apart. You can measure your 2 fist distance between to see if they are hip width. Grabbing opposite elbows, sway your body side to side, just rocking. And forward and back. Let go of the arms. Press your left palm in the center of your mat between your feet and slightly in front. Bend into left knee. Reach right arm up to the sky as you twist open. Look up at right hand. Feel the hips square. And slowly start to straighten your left knee. Notice the difference in the stretch when you start straightening that leg, little by little. And switch sides. Bend into right knee. Left arm comes up. Look up at left hand. Feel the hips square. First, you're feeling your left hip push back. Notice how that feels. Maybe you feel your lower back, your QL, down your hip and your leg. And now you start to square your hips and slowly straighten the right knee. Notice the difference. You may feel it more in your back, feeling this spinal twist, opening you up. And then exhale, release. Slowly start to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way to standing. Rolling the shoulders down and back, away from your ears. Palms facing front. And then stepping feet all the way together, bringing palms at the center of your chest. Inhale, reaching the arms up into your chair pose as you squat down. Sink weight into your heels. Look up at your thumbs. Engage the core. Feel your body sit upright. Exhale, hands to chest and twist your left elbow on the outside of right knee. Press strong through the palms so that you align your thumbs with your chest. So you don't want to be here with thumbs aligned with shoulders. Press, use your elbow as leverage into your leg. Look over your right shoulder. Sink your hips a little lower. Exalt and extend your arms. Maybe your left fingertips can reach to the ground. Look up at your right hand. Come back to center. Release. Switch to other side. Right elbow on outside of left knee. Look over left shoulder. Using leverage to align the thumbs. Don't let your right knee track forward. Square your hips, aligning the knees. Extend, exalt your arms. Maybe you can keep that arm on the outside and touch the floor with your right fingertips. Sinking hips lower, come back to center. Look out, engage your core. Lift arms in front of you, flat back, parallel to the ground. Thumbs come up to the sky. Last breath, and exhale, straighten your legs, forehead to knees. Inhale, look out, flat back, pressing into the ground or to shins. Bend knees, plant palms, step walk, or try jumping back and hover above the ground. Forelimb staff pose. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg sweeps the sky, and then bring it all the way through between your hands. Ground left heel 45 degrees. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Look up at your thumbs. Exhale, warrior two. Sink down deeper. Flipping your right palm, reach forward, exalt back. Look down at your left hand. Walk your left fingers down the back of your leg. Straighten this leg. Look up at your right hand. Touch thumb and index finger. Lengthen right side body. Sink down deeper into right leg and hip. Wrap left arm behind your back. Reach for right hip flexor. Breathe. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, resting right arm on right thigh. Look up at left hand. Lengthen through side body. Reaching right hand to the inside of your right foot without collapsing into the shoulder. If you need a block to help you or bolster any kind of pillow, raised blanket, any prop that'll elevate the floor for you. You can also place the block on the outside of your foot. Lengthen. Look up underneath your left armpit. Drop your hips lower. So if your hips are way up here, it's not going to strengthen or stretch the side body or the hips properly. So bend deep into the knee. You could also look at your left hand. Now from here, if you're practicing bird of paradise, reach right arm underneath right leg and left arm comes behind. You may have to lean forward first to get the grip. You can hook fingers, hand, or maybe reaching right arm to grab left wrist. Now, then you bend into the knees and look over left arm and shoulder. If you're not working on bird of paradise, just work on this wrap and bind. You can also use the strap. If you're using strap, you would hold it in your left hand as you wrap that arm behind. Right arm reaches under, grabs the strap, and getting all the way underneath that knee, walking hands closer together. So either with the strap or with the bind, you're staying here or you're stepping up to the front of the mat, pressing strong into your left foot. I'll face you this way. And first, you ground. This is a balanced posture. Ground into your left foot. Lift your chest. So just hang out here for a moment. Make sure you have the balance first, and then extend and squeeze into right quad and point the leg, lifting chest, lengthening spine. Whenever you're ready, you can stay there for a few breaths. Whenever you're ready, come out of it slow, back into your side angle pose and hold here and breathe, rolling open rib cage and shoulder. Coming down, frame your foot, extend both legs. You can step the back foot forward, maybe a foot or two, and as you turn the back toes on an angle facing the front, maybe 30 degrees. And inhale, lengthen spine, fingers face front, framing toes. Exhale, fold, forehead to knee. You can even bend your right knee to touch your forehead, and then push your forehead into the knee to help straighten it. Square off your hips, pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe. Inhale, lengthen up. Engage your core, come up halfway. Press strong in through the feet. Reach your arms forward, press the palms together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring hands in prayer position between your big toe and second toe. This time, lengthen more like we did in our beginning warm-up posture. You're keeping the spine lengthened and extended, keeping it straight, chest is out, and fold and hinge from the hips. So my spine is still long. I'm not rounding. I'm focused on bringing my chin to my shin instead of my forehead to my knee. If you want to release the hands, you can for more balance. So releasing them on either side of the foot. And then shifting forward, lift and float that left leg high to the sky for standing split. Forehead to the knee. And press strong into that right leg as your arms come out like airplane wings for warrior 3. You can do any other variation of warrior 3. Hold it. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arching back. Look up at thumbs. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, circle the arms up and overhead, arch back. Exhale, flat back. Swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend knees, plant palms. See if you can jump back and land in your forelimb staff pose. Inhale, flipping toes, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. 5 breaths here, or you can come to your child's pose and breathe. And slowly coming up, press into your downward dog if you're not already there. Lifting left leg to the sky, bend and straighten the knee, and then square the hips, shifting forward. Plant the foot between your hands, ground your right heel 45 degrees. Inhale, rise to warrior 1. Look up towards your thumbs. If you can press the palms together, externally rotate upper arm bones. It's fine if your arms are separate, if that's better for your shoulders, but we want to straighten those elbows. Open up to warrior 2, looking past your left fingertips. Squeeze shoulder blades together, down and away from ears. Flip left palm, inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, exalted warrior. Look down your right leg at your right fingers. Bend deeper into left knee. Roll open left upper thigh. Inhale, look up at left hand. Touch thumb and index finger together. Lengthen through left arm even further. Wrap right arm behind your back. Drop down into the pose. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Exhale, resting right elbow on inside of thigh. Lengthening right bicep over ear. Drop down hips, drop deeper. Side angle, again, you can use your block here or blanket or pillow. Lengthen, drop hips. If you attempted the bird of paradise, you can go into now, but everyone should try the wrap with a strap or belt or the bind. The wrap is with the strap holding on. The bind is to actually touch your hands behind your back. Underneath is your left arm under your leg. Drop the hips, bend into the knee nice and low, and hold here, rolling open shoulder and chest, looking up to the sky, or step up to the top of the mat, press strong into right foot to standing bird of paradise. Find your balance and then extending the leg. When you're ready, come back down. So you can stay up there longer. I'm just showing you ahead of time. For those of you in the wrap and bind, keep rolling open that right shoulder and rib cage. Look up over your right shoulder and stack it on top of your left. And feel the burn in the thigh, in the hip. So wherever you're at, whether you're in bird of paradise or in the wrap and bind, go ahead and work your way out of it back into your side angle pose. And try a different way. Like maybe you tried hand on the floor in the front of inside of the foot. This time, try the outside of the foot and press your left knee into the arm. Notice the difference. Roll open that right shoulder and rib cage still. Look up at your right hand or look under your right armpit. And then fold over that left leg. Step up your right foot a little. Turn the toes in 30 degrees. Both legs straight, square hips. Fingers frame toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, forehead to knee. If you need to bend into your knee to touch the forehead, that's okay. And just start slowly pushing your forehead into your knee to straighten it. And breathe. Inhale, lengthen, engage your core, lift your arms out like airplane wings. Hold your balance, squeeze shoulder blades together. And then bring palms together, lengthen forward, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your prayer hands between big toe and middle toe. And instead of rounding and folding, you're lengthening out the chest and spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, you keep that length of the spine, looking out past your toes, chest is extended, and fold from the hips this time, folding from the hips only. Chin to shin, not forehead to knee, chin to shin this time. Feel the length in the hamstring, squaring hips more to feel IT band by pulling the left hip back and pushing the right hip forward and down towards the ground. You can release your hands and frame your left foot with your fingers. Press strong into the ground. Press with your palms on either side of your hand and shift into that left foot. Float right leg off the ground, standing split. Bring forehead to knee again. Crown of head reaches towards toes. Open up that right hip. Lift it to the sky, even higher. And come up to your warrior three. Press strong. Square down that right hip. Flex the ankle, arms out like airplane wings. Engage your core. Press into that foot. Hold. And then slowly hinge up. Arching back, look up at the sky. And exhale, hands to chest. Close your eyes. Take a moment to breathe here. Feel yourself grounded in the floor. Feel your balance. Take a deep breath in. Open the eyes. Arch back, circling arms. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant palms. Jump back if you can. Lower, hover, hold. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. And breathe. Breathe slow, deep breaths. And remember your intention. Remember your intention for class and your vision for your life. Visualizing. Breathe. And slowly coming up. And we're going to have a seat. You can go sideways on the mat like me if you like. And extending your legs out to the side. One hand in front, one hand behind. Lift up and scoot forward 3 times. This is going to be your starting point. So scoot forward, lift up, scoot forward 3 times here. And now extending legs, flexing ankles, finger walk your hands out in front of you with a lengthened spine. Again, we're hinging from the hips so the chest comes out. Maybe you only make it to here, and that's totally fine. Don't just round and just to drop your hands. You won't feel any length through your legs. We want to get the inner thighs and the hamstrings even more length. So keep hinging forward with a flat extended back, leading with the chest, leading with the abdomen. And then inhale, come up. Now you can stay here with legs extended when we do this next part, or you can also bend into your right knee and bring your, actually I'll mirror you now because I'm facing sideways. So bend into your left knee and place the inside of your foot or the bottom of your foot on the inside of your right thigh. You're going to peace finger grip your big toe, your right big toe with your right hand. So whether you're here or here is this one's a little more intense. Engage your right bicep, bend into the elbow, lengthen through your left side body. So feel the right shoulder opening, right rib cage as you look underneath your right arm, and reach through, or left arm, reach through the left fingertips. Now fold over that right knee, forehead to knee. You can crisscross grab your foot, lengthening and folding. Releasing your right arm, wrap it behind your back. Twist your left ear to your knee as you're looking behind you now. Inhale, coming up, slowly release. Other side. So if you bent your knee, just switch sides. So now you're bending into right knee, bottom of right foot is on inside of left thigh. Peace finger grip your left big toe on the inside and lengthen through your right side body. Roll open right shoulder and rib cage. Breathing. And make sure you're squeezing that right quad to press down the hip if it's extended. If your knee is bent, press down the knee to the ground. Crisscross grab your foot as you lengthen on your inhale and fold forehead to knee on your exhale over your left leg. Release left arm, wrap it behind your back. Bring right ear to left knee, twist. Look behind you. Release, coming all the way up. Now from here, extend your legs again if you had a knee bent. And we're gonna walk forward again. So you're gonna lengthen and walk forward. Maybe this time you can go a little deeper. Maybe this time you can get to your forearms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold and breathe. You can relax and drop your head down. Now from here, slowly come back up. So there's a couple options here, but what I want everyone to do is lift up and start to press into the ground, bending your knees if you need to press all the way up into a wide-legged forward fold. So it's a little core strength to press up. If you needed to bend your knees, you can press strong into the feet to come all the way up to a wide-legged standing forward fold. And then walk your hands all the way through, walking them through, bringing crown of head towards the ground. If you would like to practice your tripod headstand here, you can. So for tripod headstand, I'll actually show you from the side. Your hands are on the ground. The crown of your head is on the floor. You're making a shelf with your elbows bent. So the triceps are parallel to the ground. Elbows are bent at 90 degrees. Start to bend into one knee, doesn't matter which one, and press and rest the one knee on your tricep. Press strong into the palms. The palms are directly under the elbows, and you're pressing in and lifting the other leg, bringing big toes together to touch. So now both knees are resting on the backs of your arms and triceps. You can just stay here if you want, or you can try to kick up your legs into a headstand. If you don't want to try any of that, just stay on the ground and fold your body in half. And wherever you're at, go ahead and slowly make your way out of it. And you're going to walk your hands forward in a wide leg downward facing dog. Extending arms and legs. Breathe. Come down to your forearms and push back, wide-legged dolphin pose. Press through the forearms, push back. So now you can stay here and feel the shoulders stretch and open, or you can interlace your fingers, bring your head to the ground, and try to come up into your wide-legged headstand. You can stay in a straddle split if you want, or you can bring your legs all the way up to the sky. If you want, you can also find a wall and do it on the wall if that's better for you. Or you can just stay down and you're still getting the benefits of the inversion by staying down in your dolphin or your wide-legged down dog. You're still allowing the blood flow to come towards the head as the heart is elevated over the head, helping to lower blood pressure, giving your heart a little rest, a little break. And then wherever you're at, slowly make your way back to walking your hands underneath your chest. Bring your left hand underneath your chest. Inhale. Or sorry, I'm mirroring you again. I keep forgetting. Press your right palm into the ground. Inhale your left arm up. Look up at your left hand for a twist. And switch. Reaching right arm up. And just notice the hips as they open. Try to square them and see the difference in your spinal twist. You get a little deeper, just like we did in our warm-up. And now reach this right hand underneath to grab the left ankle or calf or shin. Wrap your left arm behind your back. So right arm is grabbing outside of left leg. Lean your whole upper body to the right. Lean over to the right as you feel your right shoulder blade opening up. Breathe. Feel the weight shift forward into the balls of the feet. Release. Take your left arm, grab the outside of your right calf or ankle, wrap your right arm behind your back. Left hand is grabbing right ankle. Lean your upper body to the left. So you feel that left shoulder blade opening up behind the scapula. And pressing palms in the ground, release. Inhale, lengthen. Turning toes out, you can wiggle your feet in and drop down into your goddess squat, or you can come into goddess squat first and then come a little closer into malasana, your garland pose. So your legs are a little closer in garland, dropping hips lower and pressing palms together. That's the difference. In your goddess squat, they're a little wider. So you can do both. You can do one or the other. This one would be more of a challenge to hold. So feet are wider. You're hovering above the ground. If you bring palms together, heel toe your feet in a little closer and drop down. This one you can kind of rest in with your hips deeper. Push the knees wide, feel the hips open. And then bringing one hand in front, one hand behind. See if you can engage your core, extend legs out again into your wide-legged seated forward fold we did before. But hook the knees, bring the bottoms of the feet together in your bound angle. Pull heels close to you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press knees down with elbows. You can peace finger grip big toes and pull yourself forward. Feel the length of the chest and spine. Feel the depth of the stretch as you hinge from the hips. Just melt your chest down towards your toes. Forehead comes down. Breathe, releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Inhale, slowly come up and extending your legs out. Just shake them out. You can windshield wiper your legs, shake them out. So we're doing our cow face pose. So cow face, you can grab a strap if you need. This is a great one for the shoulders and the hips. So if you're, again, you're probably facing the front of the mat. I'll show you from the side. Bring your right knee aligning with right hip, bending. Stack your left knee on top, walking the feet out wide, keeping left knee directly stacked over right, and square your hips. Use your hands to lift up and scoot over so that you're able to drop that left hip and sit bone to the floor. Now from here, you can grab your strap if you need it. Your right arm reaches up with the strap. You can hold in the middle or hold on one end just so that you have enough dropping down behind you. Bend the right elbow. Reach towards the center of your shoulder blades. Left arm bends and reaches back. Again, walking that hand up towards the right. Maybe you can touch fingers, maybe you can clasp, or walk your hands up the strap. Inhale, lengthen spine, push head back, lift chin. Exhale and hold here, stacking shoulders over hips. This is your cow face pose. If you would like, you can go into a forward fold here, but it's not necessary. This is your actual cow face pose. So your choice. If you do fold forward, lift your right elbow high. Don't let it drop down. Keep lifting high. Another option, if when you've had enough of the intensity of the shoulder, you can release the arms forward and just relax here and breathe. Folding your chest and abdomen over your legs, and maybe your chin or forehead can reach beyond your knees. Allow the arms to relax down and just let go. Letting go of any resistance to change, letting go of any resistance to uncomfortable sensations, feeling uncomfortable, the discomfort of not feeling like you're in your comfort zone. Just let go of all those thoughts, all that resistance. And breathe. Breathe into your hips. Breathe into your back. Breathe into your shoulders. And slowly walk your hands up. Press into the ground with your bottoms of your feet. So lift your knees up so you can press bottoms of feet. And bring hands over to the right. Lift your hips off the ground, butt up off the ground. Walk your hands behind you as you pivot and twist over to the other side so that when you do a full turn, 360 degrees back to front and center, now your right knee's on top of your left. Use your hands by your sides to lift you up and scoot to square the hips down, pressing right sit bone into the ground. And do the other side. If you need your strap, you got it right there. Left arm comes up, right arm behind, and touch fingers, hook them, lift chest, lift chin, push head into your left arm, lengthen spine, stack shoulders over hips, feel the left tricep, feel the front right shoulder. You can stay here, feel the spine and the posture grow tall and long. You can fold forward. Don't let that left arm drop. Keep it up. Or you can release your arms and breathe into your hips. Releasing, relaxing, letting go. Breathe in to your glute muscle. Feel the elbows relax and soften. Just surrender, completely letting go, relaxing, releasing, and breathing. And slowly start to walk back up. Release your legs out in front. Windshield wiper, just shake them out. Shake them out. And then slowly, if you need to, you can bend your knees to take some pressure off your back. Otherwise, keep your legs straight. Hollow out your belly. Bring your arms overhead, palm over palm. Squeeze biceps to the ears. Tuck your chin to your throat and start to roll down one vertebrae at a time, engaging your core. Breathe. When your low back touches the ground, if you want to try lifting and floating your legs off, this is called a hollow hold. And you're holding your belly button in towards your spine, hollowing out your belly, biceps glued to the ears, legs extended, squeeze quads. Hold it. We're almost there. 5, breathe. 4, do your best. 3, 2, and 1, releasing, relaxing. Letting go, letting everything just fall to the mat. And then bending your knees, pressing feet into the ground. So we're going to do everyone one round of bridge, and then you have a choice to do a second round of bridge or a full wheel pose. So first round of bridge, feet hip width apart, knees align with ankles and hips, lift hips to the sky. Neck is long, roll shoulders under, interlace fingers, extend elbows, press pinkies into floor, press big toe mounds into the ground, lifting high to the sky. Release hands and hook your heel of hand under your hips to press up higher. You can stay here or lift your right leg to the sky, point and flex, and switch. If you lifted, left leg, point and flex. Good. If you want to try a challenge, you can try lifting both legs off the ground, point and flex, and then releasing all the way to the floor. Hug knees to chest, rock side to side. You can do that same little sequence again, or just hold your regular bridge pose. If you'd like, you could come up into full wheel with me by flipping your palms down by your ears. Thumbs are closest to your ears. Press strong through the palms. Lift hips to the sky. Walk your feet closer, extending elbows and arching back. Look at your fingers. Look at your thumbs. Arch your head back. Breathe. See if you can hold it for 5 breaths. Stay up there. Don't quit. Push yourself. Challenge yourself. Your body, your mind. Use your breath. Big, slow breaths. And then slowly lower down wherever you're at. Coming back down to the ground. Hug your knees to your chest. Hands on top of knees and circle the sacrum both directions. And then pull the knees in high to your clavicle. Extend your right leg down. Pull that left knee up and twist it over to the right. Extend left arm, drop left shoulder. Look towards left fingers for a nice big open spinal twist. So this should feel really good. Worked a lot of back, hips, legs today. Coming back to center. Pull that same left knee in and switch to the right side. Pulling right knee in, keep the back square, roll onto left hip, and bring that right knee over to the left side with you. Extending your right arm to the right. You can turn your head to the right as well. Just keep dropping that rear delt and shoulder blade to the floor, that right shoulder coming down. And then slowly come back to center, flatten your back. Pull those knees into chest. Grab the outsides of your feet. Happy baby. Kick the feet up. Arms are inside the knees. Knees are wide. Rock side to side. Breathing. Pause in the center. Press low back flat. Bringing tailbone closer to the floor. Release feet. Bring bottoms of feet together in your bound angle, reclining. Allow gravity to press down on your knees. You can use a block under your sacrum, horizontal, so it's under your tailbone and goes from hip to hip, long ways there. This will help elevate your hips a little more. You can use your pillow or blanket as well. And breathe. Bend your elbows 90 degrees, palms face up over by your head. Feel the chest open, collarbones spread. Feel your inner thighs, your hips, your groin, your knees. What are you feeling right in this moment? Faith, hope, courage. Bring your mind back to those 3 words. What do those 3 words mean to you? Faith, to have faith? What does it mean to believe, to hope for something, to have courage to make it happen, to have courage to be brave, to try to give it your all, to be your best self? What does it mean to you? When you're ready, slowly lower your arms, extend your legs for your final relaxation pose. Rolling the shoulder blades under, allowing the feet to fall to the sides. And if there's any tension still left in your body, now is the time to let it go. Take a deep breath in. Just let it all go. Releasing from your body as you melt down into your mat. Fully and completely relaxing down deeper and deeper into full body, total relaxation. Slowly start to deepen your breath in and out, coming back into the room, bringing your awareness to your abdomen and chest. Feel it rise and fall with each breath. Notice your body as a whole. Feel it on the ground, touching the floor. And begin to move your toes, your fingers, your wrist, your ankles, your arms reaching overhead. Lengthen in the opposite direction of your feet. Rocking your head side to side. Pulling your knees to chest or just bending them and working your way over to your right side and resting and pausing on your right side here. Press into the ground. Keep your eyes closed as you come all the way up to seated. Bringing your palms to face up, telling the universe and telling God or the universe, whatever you believe in, that you're open to receiving. You're open to having faith and hope and courage. And you're going to choose to live in a positive, beautiful state each and every day, not to choose to suffer, because pain always will happen in life. It's a choice we make whether to suffer or whether to live in a positive, beautiful state. And the choice is yours in each and every moment of each and every day. To train your mind, no matter what's happening around you, it doesn't matter. What matters is your choice to say, I'm going to wallow and be depressed and suffer, or I'm going to have faith and hope and courage and be positive and be happy and filled with joy and love and peace. Cultivating this peace like we did today, stay connected to it. Be in this present moment and know that it's always available to you. So thank you all for coming this morning. I hope you enjoy the rest of this day, and I will see you soon. Namaste.